So we're back on Donut SMP, and we are in my trading hall that I built with the help of a teammate of mine. Well, a few teammates, actually. They are no longer playing, sadly. Sad days. But that is beyond the point. This trading hall has been more profitable for me than any kelp farm built, any base rating or stash that I've found, ever. I am making roughly close to 90 mil a day with the trading hall. Now, you're probably thinking, that's not a lot compared to some farms that say they do 40 mil an hour, but here's the difference. Away from King of Farm is extremely boring. Like, you can't tell me it's not boring. Everything about it just screams, I sit here and I do nothing. But with a trading hall, you get to have fun and do different things. But what I'm here to do is show you how to make the same amount of money I am with using a trading hall. And it begins and ends down here with these guys, the butchers. Yes, the butcher job of the villager. I've got 20 butchers here. Between all of them, when I'm processing emeralds, they make about 10 stacks worth of emeralds each time they refresh. So they refresh multiple times a day. You're looking at almost 3 full double chests of emeralds in just less than a few hours. Now, you're probably thinking, is it an emerald farm? Is it selling things that these guys sell in the auction house or maybe to orders? No, in fact, it's not. It's nothing like that. What I'm making on here is getting emeralds from butchers, from fletchers, and turning them into enchanted books. Things that I enchant in the orders, because orders equal instant money. Now, what items is it that I'm possibly enchanting? Well, I will show you. Let's get started with how this process works. First things first. In order to craft anything, we need enchanted books, and we need emeralds, and we also need books. This is the whole process to this. It requires a step-by-step process. So your first thing you're going to do whenever you're starting your enchanting process, the 2 things you want to know is, what are you going to enchant? Like, what do you think's the quickest? Is it more efficient to make the most expensive enchanted gear, or is it better to make cheaper enchanted gear but also still efficient enchanted gear? The easiest way is to make the simplest enchants but with the gear that sells the most that people always need. And as I have realized that, the key to that is diamond chest plates and diamond swords. So first we need to craft those.
2,000 years later.
Say you got your shulker set up. You've got your diamond swords, then you've got your diamond chest plates. What's next on the list? Next on the list is you're going to start needing emeralds. So to get emeralds, you'll have to establish what your villagers are that you've got. As I was saying in the beginning, the ones you're going to want are butchers, because these are going to be the fastest way to get the emeralds that you need. So, when you've set up an order for the raw meats and berries and anything that the butcher might sell that you're able to get on a cheap value. And I suggest when you're rolling the butchers, roll the raw chicken and pork chop combination. Roll every single one until that's the combo that you get. Because what this is going to do is it's going to give you the best items. So you're going to want to get yourself, obviously, some of the meats. You'll get yourself some emeralds. And don't skimp out on grabbing the experience. I know a lot of people tell you that, but since you're enchanting, you're going to want this stuff. Get yourself a good stack. There you go. And between just those 4, that was a full stack of emeralds. And then the next thing we're going to do, we'll deposit our emeralds into here. And then we're going to go ahead and let's check out what villagers we'll actually need. So you'll need your proc 4, your unbreaking 3, and mending for the chest plates. Now, my suggestion is center your shulkers with your enchanted gear up and around a dropper system, which has dispensers on it, and will drop you experience while you're enchanting. And what you want to do is you want to get yourself a stack of anvils to hold on to while you're doing this. And I would just keep them in your hotbar. That gives us 17. And then we'll go to where we got our enchanted stuff. So first, let's go ahead and get ourselves some emeralds. Grab a few. Then we're going to go ahead and go in here. We'll grab some books. And then we're going to go ahead and fill up our chest just enough to be able to do these 2 shulkers. So first things first. Protection 4. Now you're probably wondering why I'm not spamming this. It's because for whatever reason this villager's glitched to only give me 4 at one time, and then it goes straight to the lure, so I can't actually spam this one like I can the others. There we go.
2,000 years later.
Alright, so the process is pretty straightforward. Make sure you get your dispensers restocked. So you can just go into shop, grab some of these. You hold down shift and you can spam this like crazy. And you're probably wondering why I'm only doing 4. Because too many causes the glitch where you can't actually get them, get all the experience to go in. And it just like creates a big fuddly, a mess of experience underneath you. And it's not really faster. At least the rate is not faster for me. So first things first, we'll start with the armor. And this is the setup that you might want to go for. You could empty out your hotbar and do all 3 at once. Or you can do proc 4, then unbreaking 3, and then mending. But I just do 2, so I can keep my hotbar. So in this case, we're going to grab proc 4 books. Then we grab unbreaking 3. We start the enchanting process. Lay down that. And the process that I'm utilizing, I just hold down shift and left click, nothing else. And I just let it feed itself through. Make sure you don't accidentally click any letters because you can accidentally name the chest plates and the swords. So take your time with this, don't rush it, and you'll get your enchanted armor. And enchanting armor like this and 4 shulkers full of it takes less than half an hour. So it's a very simple process. And you're going to grab some mending books. Keep this process going. And the order of the enchants is just by preference. There is more efficient ways to do it. You can even get an enchanting calculator, which will show you the most efficient way to do it without causing you to lose out on work penalties that you get on anvils.
2,000 years later.
Done. Alright, that's 1 full shulker of maxed armor there. Now for the swords. Now, with this amount of enchants, this, with 4 of the dispensers, is enough to do 2 shulkers on each round with all the enchants that I do. So you just refill it after you do 2 shulkers, and you're usually good to go. Now this one is the simplest one. It's just 2 enchants.
Two 2,000 years later.
But yeah, the simplest thing with the process. Now we're going to go and sell these off, see how much we get. Let's start with the swords. Take a look around, see if anybody posted anything. Right there. Sharpness and knockback. Take that. That's going to get us 4 mil. That's empty. Sweet. We got 4 mil off those. Now let's do order. Diamond chest plate. Let's see what we got. Alright, there's 15 right there. This is probably the better one to do, because it can fit more. And for that one, we're getting 4 mil. So off those two, a total of about 8.5 million, just based off all that. So that was 8.5 million work that we put in with less than, what, a half an hour's worth of enchanting? Because once you have the process down, it's quick, it's efficient, and it's easy. And on this, if I'm doing 8 hours worth of work, I'm averaging about 90 mil per everything, because I'll usually do 4 shulkers of chests and then 4 shulkers of swords over a hour-and-a-half period, and then I do it again, and then again, and then again. And it just keeps stacking up. And it's freaking great. It really is. But yeah, this is my OP trading haul. This sucker has been a big reason for me breaking into $1 billion. It's mainly the primary reason why I was able to break into $1 billion. This thing has been nothing but successful for me, and it has been great. Butchers make this possible. They're the most OP trading villager for Donut SMP, for emerald farms, for enchanting farms, whatever it is you want to do. But that's it for this video. And if you guys enjoy this content, like and subscribe, and tune in for the next one. See you later.